Okay, day 3, David Fifita watch. We have got 27 hours, 37 minutes until the deadline. Brian, we're ticking it away, so almost less than a day where David Fifita has got to make his decision as to whether he wants to take his option at the Gold Coast Titans.
Okay, so he doesn't have to nominate which team he's going to. All he has to tell the Titans, he goes, I won't be here next year.
Correct.
Okay, so we might have to wait until the end of the year to see where he's going. 27
hours. I don't think he's the kind of guy who'd string it out.
How do you know that?
Paul Stringer. He's not a Paul Stringer. Tevita Pangai Jr. I was thinking about this, Brian.
Yeah.
There might be a niche for Tevita Pangai Jr. So he was on breakfast with Patton Hills this morning after he confirmed a move back to the Broncos was off the table. Remember, first and foremost, he said, I'll go to the Broncos. I'll go to the Broncos.
Yep.
That's off the table. So he had this on potentially playing for the Melbourne Storm this year.
Oh, mate, if Craig Bellamy wants you, you sort of have to go, you know what I mean? Hopefully that does come to fruition and, to be in a system like the Melbourne Storm. If I go, no disrespect to anyone in the bottom teams, but if I go back to a bottom team, then people will say I haven't learnt my lesson. So I need to go to a team where it's not about the money, it's about the system and the coaches and the players.
Thoughts? Do you see him there?
I do see him there.
Yeah.
I see him there very much so.
And with the pro rata, as we said yesterday, you just want him training now.
He would be.
And
he would have been tapped on the shoulder. So.
Yeah. And as soon as that's and Brian, if you turn up on round 17, we've got 27 rounds plus the finals. That's heaps of time to be match ready, isn't it, for a grand final or a semi-final?
Yeah. No, the way he was speaking, it looks like he's
Yeah. Couple of weeks in reserve grade or straight into first grade?
Nah, a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Couple of weeks.
Just to get the feel of it.
I tell you who's going good down there. Joe Chan.
Joe Chan off the bench.
Far out.
Yep.
He's a terrific player.
But that's what they do, Brian. How many players from Melbourne just turn up, you've never really heard of them, and they...
It must be a combination of the way they train, definitely, the off-season. But I'm also convinced it's you're away from everything. You never see any Melbourne stories written. You don't.
No.
When you open the paper, a Sydney paper, like they're just sort of, they're so like they're out of town, but which makes usually they don't have any family down there, so it makes them tighter, makes them a bit. Yep. They got that bond.
I spoke to Beak, and I said to Beak, and I always ask whoever's on before us, what are the listeners texting about? What do they want to talk about, right? And I said, what's the sort of mail today? And he said, mate, they're not going as hard for Fifita as you'd think. And I said to Beak, why do you think that is? He goes, mate, honestly, I think because he's at the Gold Coast, sometimes it's out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
You're out of the Sydney bubble.
Yep.
So therefore you don't talk about it as much. So it's fascinating how that's sort of kind of playing out. What about this? Tevita Pangai Jr. clearly isn't rusted on rugby league personality. He's a kid who came through, did things fairly easy. What about, could you see a world where, Brian, Tevita Pangai Jr., it probably couldn't happen, but I'd love to see this happen. He just said, listen, I'm only available round 17 every year. So he didn't do the off-seasons, didn't do any of that. But then come finals time, those big teams who are fishing around just go, here you go, Tevita, here's 300, just to take us through home.
That's a bit like my Nelson effect.
I love it.
No, but blokes would arc up about it. He hasn't been there all year. He hasn't done all the hard stuff.
But what would stop him from doing that?
No,
say he does. Say
he's a contractor.
He's a contractor.
Just going out there.
Yeah. Say he wins the comp with the Melbourne Storm doing this.
Gun for hire.
And then he goes, hey, boys, I'll be back in August next year. I'll see you then. Ta-da. Have a few boxing fights. What would stop him from doing that?
Nothing.
That's a good life. Go on Richie Beno it for a while. Go follow the sun for a while, and then come back when you're ready. Earn your 300,000.
Wouldn't be many clubs that take him on.
There would be, Brian. Every year there'd be a team who takes him on.
No, at round 17.
Every year.
But then what about a young kid who's done all the hard work
every year
for 17 rounds? He's done all the hard work, and all of a sudden that it would upset the team,
mate.
Because half the team would say, "No way."
You're not telling me where the whips are cracking. Injuries have happened, round 17.
No.
Mate, I'm telling you now, every year he'd get snapped up.
No, I don't believe so.
Yep.
I do not believe so. I believe that would upset certain members of certain clubs.
Tevita Pangai Jr., work-life balance. If you want to be the contractor kid, you be that. You be you.
Gunslinger.
And you might play another 10 years. I like it.
Anyway, Chris
like
says
it.
Ruben F. Scarf at hooker. Although he has a tendency to grapple tackle, he can really warm up the home fans. Chrissy from Wallsend.
Yeah.
Don't mind that. That's a good
Yes.
one. Air fryer tuck.
No, Jake. No, Jake. Jake's back to the...
Where's Jake the dirtbag?
yeah, there's Jake.
That's all right.
No, it's not all right.
Which one?
The one above. Andy Flowers,
Oh,
of course.
sorry.
He could partner... Oh, a pair of Danny Levi's. Except Danny Levi's a player.
That's right.
He doesn't qualify.
Well, there you go. Jeans. You're buying your mum jeans.
Yeah.
Jean Kelly.
Ringo Starr. says,
Jeannie Little.
Happy Bowl in Newcastle.
Jeannie Little.
Yeah.
I need a front rower, listener. I need a front rower because I got. I need 2 front rowers actually. Joel, that's every country sports club in Australia. Don't play all year, but looks like make the finals and they come out of the woodwork.
Correct. Mitch from Robinson. By the way, Jahrome Hughes. So there's been all this talk. Joel Gould, who doesn't miss too much from the AAP, he says Jahrome Hughes wants to stay at the Storm. So he has come out. They're all lies, Hughes told AAP. If I have my way, I'll be staying in Melbourne for the rest of my career. That is what I'm trying to do. But there's no hurry. I still have 2 more years. Oh, he's still got 2 years after this on his current contract.
Yeah.
So why is all this talk around Jahrome Hughes?
Someone's just thrown up there. It's a bit like when that imbecile said that Roger Tuivasa-Sheck was coming back to league and come back to the Roosters. Remember that imbecile?
Exactly, Brian. But we're looking to start a family. We both love it in Melbourne. I'm keen to have kids down there. Says Hughes. Wayne Bennett in the press today via Joel Gould on X. In summary, he backs the Perth NRL expansion. He predicts 20-team NRL comp by 2034. And he says South talks will start this week, next week, and last week. Very cagey. Leaves the door open to coach expansion side. Hypothetical.
He's going to the Bunnies. Let's not even talk about it.
Yeah?
It's done.
Is it done?
Done.
Done.
Jake, you're into it again, you weirdo.
So how long? How long's he there for?
3. 3 years. Take him to 75.
And then he's going to
76,
coach the
77.
expansion team
Who knows what he'll
at
do?
78.
Probably could. He's got
Wow.
the Dolphins in the top 4.
He has. That's a big game coming up, the run home with Joel and Fletch. About Jahrome Hughes, who looks as though he wants to stay in Melbourne. Now, Brian, I've got a list here of NRL players off contract in 2025. Now, this is in alphabetical order, so this means that come November 1, they'll be available to sign a contract for the 2026 season.
Yes.
So they're off contract in 2025.
Yes.
There's some big timber here. Adam Reynolds.
Yep.
Ben Hunt.
Yep.
Cam McGuinness. Charles Nickel-Klukstad. Clint Gutherson. Cody Walker. Daly Cherry Evans. Damien Cook. James Tedesco. Josh the Fox. Addo Carr. Josh Papali'i. Regan Campbell-Gillard. Reece Robson. Reece Walsh.
Oh.
Ryan Pappenhausen. Sam Walker. Spencer Leniu. Thomas Hazelton. Valentine Holmes and Wade Egan. So there's a longer list, but they're sort of the main ones.
Yep.
You've got the list in front of you as well, Brian.
I do.
November 1. Who's the most coveted signing?
Reece Walsh. Without doubt.
Yeah. I thought they'd extended him or they were on the cusp.
He came out. The Broncos put a statement out
Yep.
saying that he's re-signed, and then he wrote on his Instagram, "Don't believe everything you read. I haven't signed."
Wow.
So they've actually now. It was a offer of 1.1, I believe, and his management wanted higher than that, north of that.
Fair
so
enough.
They're talking maybe 1.5.
But this is where, and then plus what third parties?
Who knows?
Take your pick, isn't it?
Who knows what he be getting up there? Then you got Pappy. Would you be taking a?
So what's your power? Give us your top 5. Give us your top 5.
I'd say
From November 1 to sign for the 2026
it
season.
depends what club are we though? Are we starting up a new club? Because if you
threw them all on an open auction,
Reece and Pappy,
Reece goes for 1.
Reece and Pappy would be 2.
Not Sam Walker.
No, I had him at 3.
Spencer Leniu.
Yeah, he only signed the 2-year deal.
2-year deal.
Do you, look, I'd have
Daly Cherry
I'd
Evans.
have Wade Egan too. I'd have Wade Egan in front of Ben Hunt and Daly Cherry Evans.
And given the age.
Age, that's all
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing. I think Wade Egan. Then you got Val Holmes. Sam Walker I've got in there. James Tedesco, it's another 2 years away.
Another 2 years away. So who are you settling on? Give us your top 3. So you're going to
Okay,
say...
Reece,
Yep.
Pappy,
Yep.
Wade Egan.
Yep. and then Sam Walker
You
fourth.
happy with that?
Yeah, I think so, based on their ages, for sure. Daly's getting on by then. Clint Gutherson's getting on.
Yeah.
Cody likewise.
You can see Sam Walker.
Ben Hunt likewise. Reynolds likewise.
You can see a bidding war for this kid.
Yeah.
By 2025.
Easily. Okay. Speaking about signing, so just to recap, we're talking about David Fifita. He's got, what has he got now? Probably 27 hours and the best part of 25 minutes till he has to commit to his contract. The NRL players off contract, as Fletch said. Number 1 prize icon from November 1 to sign for the 2026 season is Reece Walsh. Number 2, Ryan Pappenhausen. Number 3, Wade Egan. Number 4, Sam Walker.
Yeah, what's yours? Tell me yours.
Oh, I think I'm pretty much in line with you.
I don't mind Charns either. I like Charnsy.
Mate, yeah, Cam McGuinness, just for what he can bring to a team potentially, but a lot of the other ones are getting on. Tom Hazelton, what could he be in a couple of years? He might be massive. He's absolutely flying as well. Okay, Dane Gagai, Brian, he was linked to your club, the Roosters. He's set to stay at the Knights. The Newcastle Centres opted to turn down a 2-year offer from the Roosters to stick with the Knights. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I read that. He just didn't want to. He just said for 2 years, I didn't want to uproot the whole family and bring, which is fair enough.
Good on him.
You don't often hear that. Players turning away the Chook. So Chook's back to the drawing board. Geez, I hope Billy Smith comes through.
Oh, so do I.
He got he was good last year,
Very good.
Chooks went on that run.
Yep.
He was a big part of that.
Yep. Him fully fit, and that was the conundrum, right? You're thinking, geez, who's this backline going to be? But it always works itself out. But unfortunately, it's at the expense of Billy.
Yeah, water finds its own level.
It does.
Ships rise with the tide.
They sink with the tide too.
They can sink with the tide.
Of
Are there tide sinkers?
course there is.
Is there boat sinkers?
Oh, there's boat sinkers. There is boat sinkers.
So you've got tide risers and boat sinkers.
And boat sinkers. Mate, the boat sinkers at times are more powerful than the tide risers. That's in any business. But there'll be people driving along, I promise you right now, and they'll be on the M4, M5, M7, whatever the case may be, M2, nodding at someone else going, yeah, you're listening to these blokes too? Yeah, I've got a boat sinker in my business.
Yeah.
Hard to get rid of.
Why hard to get rid of? Just see you later, sinker.
I don't think it's so easy.
Boat sinkers?
Boat sinkers.
Well, you catch boat sinkers out. You set them up.
Text us with whatever you like if you've got a boat sinker in your business or you're a manager of a business and I promise you it is prolific.
Or a colleague is
a boat sinker. Yep.
Some of them do it on purpose. Some of them just really get around it.
Sinking boats.
Just trying to bring you down.
So, mate, some people are poison. Some people are like they just find a way to sink boats. That's what they do. They're professional sink boaters.
But then you get the people, the captain of...
you wait till you get rid of them. You just fly.
But then you get captains who don't see it because the boat sinkers are just sucking up them.
Yeah.
And they can't see it.
That's it.
Can't see the forest from the trees.
They can't see the forest from the trees, Brian. You can't.
We've got a text here. Bruce from Sylvania. Is Gordon a boat sinker? No, Gordon's not a boat sinker. No. Look, I give Gordon a little bit of stick. He's a terrific bloke. He'll give you the shirt off his back, old Gordy.
Okay, Damo's going to be on the line too shortly, Tourist. 1300 01 1170. We've got the Attenborough voiceover. Speaking of Knights, Southwell sisters snub for Origin. This is through Elisa Bone, through the Wild Water Sports site. New South Wales Sky Blues coach Kylie Hilder has dropped Newcastle star from the team. Southwell made her Origin debut last year before claiming the NRLW Premiership trophy with the Knights. That's her second. The 19-year-old sister Hannah was named in the Sky Blues 21-player squad, but was also dropped. Hilda has named Parramatta halfback Rachel Pearson, formerly from the Dragons, to play alongside Roosters star Corbin Baxter. So Hilda has wielded the axe, Brian.
Strange that they're naming an Origin team before the NRLW's kicked off. So they play before the NRLW kicked off.
No, they play on Magic Round.
Yeah, that's the Origin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange, though.
It is. They're playing Harvey Norman and stuff like that at the moment. So they're playing footy.
Yeah, they've got match fitness, but you would think...
Yep.
And is that the reason they're starting late is because they want to have it at grand final day? Is that the whole...
Yes.
That's the only...
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
What's your thoughts on having the girls be a curtain raiser to the men? Because I say no. I say the girls... No, I say the girls... The game has to be standalone for them.
No, I like the idea of... So what I would do if I was running the game is whatever NRLW teams we have right now...
Yes.
I would align the draw so they rush home together.
Yeah, I know, but what about
So
Origin?
they've got a simultaneous draw.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Origin.
Yeah.
Do you think in State of Origin,
Yep.
the girl should be a curtain raiser?
No.
No.
No, I agree with that. Stand alone, yeah.
Yeah.
What they're doing is perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
And particularly in those abbreviated rounds. So you use it for the day before Magic round, perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. No, what they're doing is perfect. But I just think to really nail it, we've got to see the teams we've got. So for next year, we know which teams we've got. We have to align the draw coming home.
Yep.
So it's you turn up to the football as a young girl, young boy, and you see the NRLW, Bulldogs versus Panther, or Bulldogs versus Sharks, whatever the case may be, and then it's followed by the NRL. They have to do that.
Yeah.
It
was like when we used to go to the footy as kids, when you had all three grades.
Yeah.
I used to love it.
Yeah.
And you had your favourite player, none of 23s, going, why isn't he getting a run?
Yep. They have to do that. They have to align that draw.
Andrew Abdo, are you listening? He does listen to the show.
Yep. There you go.
You got to speak in
You're with me, aren't you?
Afrikaan, though. I think
You're with me.
I'm with you.
Yep. So when you send the draw, which you and I could do ourselves instead of going to Canada.
Goes to Canada.
I know it's got to go to Canada.
Gotta
But tell them, okay, guys, we're going to Canada, but these teams have to face off to finish the round. Okay?